to ask each of you, what new well-being practice would you like to see the majority of organizations implement? What would, if you were running one of these big FTSE 100 organizations and they were like, right, we need a new well-being initiative that's going to improve staff's mental, physical, well-being. And I know you're probably going to need to say a range of things, but if you had to pick one, what would you be implementing in 2022? And Joanna, I'm going to start with you because obviously.
I am going to nick the idea from the organisation I'm in because it was something I was delighted to have. They've got a corporate membership to one of the mental wellbeing apps. And I think that's fantastic because I've now got that on my phone. It's something I'd looked at but hadn't chosen to pay for myself. And actually having that, probably not at a huge cost to the organisation, but having access to it, I think is really quite good because that feels like a step change difference to an EAP, an employee assistance program, which feels very formal. So having an informal access to wellbeing support, particularly focused on mental health and mindfulness, I think that's a great idea.
And I'm assuming it sends like notifications and things to just remind you of little bits and pieces to do, really, as opposed to just, do you need help? Can we help you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? Just little things like, have you been for a walk today? Or meditation
you can sign
can
up
do
for
blah, blah,
things
blah.
as well and choose what you get. But yeah, it's really good.
Gail, what about you? What initiative would you want to see implemented in 2022 to improve wellbeing?
Well, I think it would be different for everyone, but I think if I was looking at the big picture of everything that we've been through in the last 2 years, is every organization should have a mental health day for their employees. So if you're just not feeling it on a certain day, or you're feeling stressed out or run down, take a mental health day and no questions asked, and it's a paid day. Everyone needs that break, whether they just turn off their devices and watch Netflix for the day, or they take that mental health day and volunteer for an organization they're passionate about, or they take that day to spend with their children and family. I think that would really be supporting the mental health and well-being of the employees that work for you. And it's a great way to show them that you care and that you support their mental health and their wellness throughout their employment.
That's a really good idea. It's not exactly expensive. So many companies go, we'll give you your birthday off, and no one ever takes it. Whereas I think saying you can just say, I need a day, and not even have to explain why, I think, it seems like a really sensible one. Vic, what about you?
Mine, with my true L&D hat on, would be the investment in training people to be
mentally level 5 qualifications.
Yeah, absolutely. To train people to be mental health champions within organizations, and to also invest, like we were talking at the very beginning, invest in the management to have those conversations and be able to have those conversations before they're directing and signposting people for support, is to actually know and understand triggers in people, both virtually and in the office, and take the money, take the time to pull those people out and to give them the support and guidance that they need to manage these people effectively.
I think that's a really good idea. I mean, I think what we talked about earlier is that, I don't want to say they're failing, because some line managers will be doing incredibly well at it, and others obviously need some support because it's new, but that identification of problems and wellness, mixed with that ability to just take a day, and then, as Joanna, you mentioned the app and stuff like that, someone you can go to that's available and it's unintrusive. You're not feeling like having to take a step or a jump. Is on your phone and things like that. 3 really good ideas to sort of improve wellness.